on the poor students who would be forced to wear school uniforms,
So
stifling their independence.
And this is the day before Christmas Eve.
Correct.
It's taking place when Cody's father works at the school as a physics teacher, I think. And he's grounded for a week. He's going to miss. The next day is the big Christmas party at the comic book store, which would just be him, his friend, and
That's
and
where
Clark,
all
the owner,
the cool
probably.
people hang out.
Yep, all three of them. There are no extras in the entire film.
No. Oh God, that's so funny. I didn't even notice that until you just said it. You're absolutely right.
Well, I've got the film playing in the background whilst we're talking here, and when Uncle George shows up, he has a driver.
Oh God!
And the driver looks for a tip, doesn't get it, and drives off. That's the only.
Isn't it Uncle Mike?
Uncle Mike. That's the only other character in this film.
Oh, and Svetlana. Don't forget Svetlana.
And Svetlana, and the elf who loses his legs.
Oh, that's true. Now, is the elf the same driver? Is it the same? Did he double? Is that the driver?
Well, the driver isn't credited on IMDb, whereas the elf is. The elf is Danny Cosmo, who's who's the main stunt guy for the film.
Okay.
So.
Yes, he walks on his knees very well.
Yeah, we'll get there. So they're 2 days before Christmas. Uncle Mike has arrived at the house with his girlfriend, wife, I'm not sure, Georgia,
yes,
who is an influencer on Snapstagram.
Yes.
And does not laugh. She says the letters LOL
out loud.
Yes. Which I think is everything you need to know about this character.
Yes, and she does not die quickly enough.
No, but as soon as you see her, she is going to die.
Please God.
You know immediately that she and Uncle Mike are not long for this.
No. Except for Chekhov's Uncle Mike's lighter, which I was a big fan of.
So Cody's dad is a physics teacher at the school, and his mum works or runs a restaurant, which becomes another location. And the only other members of the family are Cody's older brother Josh, and Grandpa, Papa Joe.
Yes.
Or Pop, I think he calls him.
I think it's just Papa, isn't it?
I wasn't sure. There were no subtitles on the DVD that I had. So I did not have that option.
That's fair.
So Papa Joe, as he's credited, played by Richie Montgomery, who has been in a lot of things, it turns out. He's actually got a storied career of work, but a lot of it is uncredited or small roles. But he's got 170 credits.
Quite the prolific actor.
He's in Geostorm.
Oh, I love that movie.
A film that should be better than it is, I think.
I
agree. The Magnificent Seven remake has about half of the cast are in there, so I'm guessing somebody who worked in casting worked on both of those films.
Oh, interesting.
He's got a voice in Pitch Perfect 2.
I have seen neither of those, either the first or the second, so I'll trust you on that.
Definitely don't see the third.
Oh God, are there 3?
Yeah, the third one is awful.
Oh dear. Well, Pitch Perfect is on my list of doom for the Sib list, so
It shouldn't be, because Pitch Perfect is actually very good.
Yeah, that's what people say. I just don't want to watch it.
I can understand it not being. It's the kind of film that doesn't sound like I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I did. I really did.
Right.
And I went to see the second one in the cinema.
Oh dear.
And then the third one got terrible. The third one has John Lithgow doing an Australian accent.
Oh.
Which you'd think he might be able to do, but it turns out he can't.
Oh, he couldn't play a good Judd Crandall either, so I believe you. I believe you.
He's playing Rebel Wilson's estranged father.
Oh, God.
But anyway, Richie Montgomery has also been in 12 Years a Slave, Django Unchained, Looper, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Oh, obviously.
Lots of well-known films, but not huge roles in them. So he's got a story. He's got a bit of a Santa look to him.
They were able to get this guy for Santa Jaws? I mean, there's your budget right there.
Well, I think he only filmed for a day or two. He's not in it for a long time.
That's true. That's true.
Which is sad. I was generally surprised when he wasn't around anymore. I thought he'd last released another scene.
I agree.
But he gifts Cody with this pen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an early Christmas present. The pen has some weird, unknown inscription that's actually German.
Yes.
I think.
Well, because all creepy things are German. All old creepy things are German.
And it turns out that whatever Cody draws with the pen comes to life, but he needs to have good intentions when he's using it. If you have selfish intentions, then bad things will happen to you.
Yes.
Good intentions, they won't. This doesn't really pay off.
No, I don't know what kind of good intentions there are when you're grumbling to yourself about nobody listening to you. And I don't know. It just seemed like Cody needed a buddy. He's better off alone. So I'm going to draw this shark with a Santa hat. And, everything will be so much better. Only you understand me, Santa Jaws.
Well, it's not for the last time even. This gives me a Home Alone vibe.
Yes.
Where he's like making a wish of, I just want all my family to disappear, yes. kind of thing. Because the score in numerous places is very reminiscent of Home Alone.
It is. Well. Oh, I noticed that too. Good call.
Well, it helped that I watched Home Alone 2 days before this for another podcast.
Well, and I also
so it was
think
in my
it's
head.
the jingle bells in the score. So anytime
yes.
you're hearing those slight jingle bells, you do kind of reminisce back to Home Alone.
Absolutely. And there's a gearing up montage
yes.
later in the film, which I absolutely adore. Any kind of tooling up montage in any film.
Yes.
And that's very Home Alone to me.
And excellent Christmas sweaters.
Yes. Home Alone, perfect film. Love it. Home Alone 2, just as good. Love it too. Fantastic. Suck brick.
Don't know if I would say just as good, but maybe up there.
It holds a special place in my heart because you have Daniel Stern throwing bricks at a child yelling, "Suck brick, kid."
That alone gets it an award.
It really does. It should. So he's angry. He traces over a sketch of Santa Jaws that he's got, and the next day Santa Jaws is as he's doing it, he's like, "I hate my family. Take my family away."
Yes.
Yada yada yada. The next day, although he's been grounded, he and Papa Joe go on a secret fishing trip. It's their annual traditional fishing trip
on Christmas Eve morning.
Christmas Eve morning, with a thermos full of eggnog,
yes.
Which made me throw up in my mouth a little bit.
I am convinced this is spiked eggnog. Like he's pushing this eggnog so much. I'm like, this guy is absolutely drinking some eggnog. Like
yes, but I was more thinking of, I hope he cleans that thermos properly.
Yes. Oh, that is true. Yes.
Because I have metal flasks instead of things. I only put water in them, exclusively water, nothing else, just because I know it is impossible to get everything out of those things.
You have to get those little special
get all the brushes
tabs
in the world. It's not going to help.
You got to get the little Alka-Seltzer tabs they have for cleaning those.
I've not ventured down that
I
route,
can't say that they'll clean eggnog, though, because I've never tried that.
No, I'm never going to try, don't worry. But they have a nice bonding moment between Cody and his grandpa.
Yes.
And then Santa Jaws rips the grandpa off the dock.
As you do.
Mm-hmm. And is never seen again.
Mm-hmm. Chomp.
Gone. It's quite surprising. It's a very Sam Jackson death.
Yes, it really is. They don't make you wait for 2/3 of the way into the movie for it either.
No, but I kind of skipped over during the scene where Santa Jaws is kind of brought into being. There's this like panning shot along a crate of baubles sat on the dock.
Yes.
Other Christmas decorations. Who's left these here?
They're just sitting around. Like they're kind of in every scene too. Like they were in the house, and I remember looking at like on the kitchen island or kitchen counter or whatever, and they've got this bowl of these decorative baubles. And I always look at those and I think, these people do not have cats.
or dogs or small children.
No, definitely not. Because if you've got these little glass ornaments sitting there where anybody can just knock them out, no. So now they're sitting on the dock where clearly anybody, if you're walking around barefoot on your boat, you're just going to step on one of these and that'll be it. But yes, sitting around the dock as you do, you when you store them, take them off the Christmas tree, put them on the dock for the yacht.
Yeah, it's what you do. So there's this green light under the water. A shark fin appears wearing a Santa hat. It tracks across. Where there's a trail of Christmas lights going across the water, which it tracks across. They get caught on the fin, and it pulls them down and get wrapped around.
That's my favorite part.
Santa Jaws is born.
I love the Christmas lights around the fin.
I did appreciate the design of Santa Jaws. Like it evolves throughout the film. So, yes, you have the Christmas lights and the bells. There's like diegetic sleigh bell noises whenever it appears.
But there are no bells. Where are these bells?
but I feel like the characters hear the bell noise.
Yes.
And then yes, well, we'll get to other bits because I get infuriated when later in the film when something happens and I don't really follow through on how useful that could be. And also, there's one other character we haven't mentioned yet, which is Cody's neighbor, Jenna,
Yes.
played by Courtney Laura Cummings, who she's just moved in, and her one character aspect is she likes running.
Yes.
That's what they give her. And you think, oh, she's going to save the day by running. It's no.
No. Although she does
like-
mention that she wants to do a triathlon, and there is biking and swimming in addition to her running.
This is true, but she doesn't do very well at the swimming.
No, she does not.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, everyone dies in this film.
It's amazing. Another reason why I like it so much. Just when you think they're surviving, nope, there goes another one.
Like at a worrying rate towards the end. It's just like, oh, go. Oh
Yes.
my god.
We have some money left over for this shark. Kill someone else.
Well, I think that there might be, this is unusual for me to say about a shark film, there might be too many deaths in this film.
Oh, bite your tongue.
Because, well, it's a problem I had with the later Jaws movies, where there weren't enough.
That's fair.
Jaws 3 and 4. Jaws 4, I think, had 2 deaths in it.
Yeah, that's just not worth the price of admission.
And they threw like a couple of dream sequence deaths, but that doesn't count.
Oh, God.
But this one, there's a lot of characters, but there's a lot, and most of them die. Actually, Cody is the only one who survives, really.
Yeah.
But a lot of the deaths are very similar. It's just a shark appears and the person disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Like Uncle Mike dies off screen.
He does. We never actually see a body. He's not dead. The rules of film. Did we not see a body for him? He just splashed off,
the Gandalf
right?
rule. Yeah, they just say, oh, he's missing.
Oh yeah, Santa Jaws 2, right there. Return of Uncle Mike.
Well, we don't need that because of the end of the film.
Oh, I guess so. I mean.
So the shark appears to take Grandpa Joe because it's attracted to Christmas-based things.
Yes, and that eggnog
and he
just put on
he
target
drops the
on
eggnog
him.
in the water. And so yeah, the shark lunges up, but he's leaning off the dock to try and grab the thermos.
Yes.
Shark jumps up, grabs him, pulls him down.
Yes.
Gone.
Christmas chum.
Cody then runs back home, and they've had to drive here early on Christmas morning, and it is now daylight by the time they're there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. This is set in somewhere in Louisiana, I think.
Port
where I don't know
City
what
is
time
what
it
they
becomes
call it.
daylight on December 23rd, but I'm guessing not that early in the morning.
No, probably not.
So he runs home, long way, and explains to everyone, Grandpa Joe is dead.
Yes.
And everyone's like, no, I don't believe you. Go inside. We're not even going to check.
Yes. As they are heading off National Lampoon style to go Christmas shopping or something, and they believe.
I think they're heading to the restaurant.
Oh, that's what it is. You're right, for the big turkey chicken dinner that they put together. But it just seems like, oh yeah, Papa Joe, oh, he's just sleeping. Don't wake him up. It's like, well, no, let's go wake him up. Let's go check on him. Oh, you're lying. Like, what? This whole film is it's like every 80s YA book there ever was, where the parents are just idiots. I mean, the guy at the comic book store is a better adult than this kid's parents.
Maybe. he's certainly not. Well, they're on a par. I will go with.
That's fair.
None of them are good. None of them are good role models.
Not at all.
Yeah, you've got like Grandpa Joe trying to force alcoholic eggnog on his grandson.
Yes.
You've got the parents not listening. Uncle Mike never getting off his phone. His girlfriend being obsessed with followers.
Ugh.
And what happens with the stalker later on. Yeah, all adults are terrible. It turns out.
Yes. It's the curse of every YA novel ever. Every, tween movie is all about how terrible adults are, and we are all just clueless. It's like most movies where the FBI is involved. Like, the FBI is idiots, and any adults in these YA movies are idiots.
Yes. Die Hard.
See? Johnson
Yeah,
and Johnson. No relation.
Yeah. You're going to need some more FBI guys, I guess. But Cody does not seem that upset that his grandpa, the only character he seems to have gotten on with in the whole film, is dead.
Yes.
He's more, like, annoyed and just frustrated at the situation, not believing him. And his mum takes his phone as well, so he can't even do anything with that.
So he paces in the kitchen, talking out loud to himself.
And eating snacks. He's hungry.
Oh,
He's
I
hungry
loved
from
that.
grief.
They just had a great, the snacks coming out of a stocking. Because you need a stocking, you need like a chips koozie. And so it works to keep your chips warm in the stocking.
I mean, fine, yep.
I mean, it made perfect sense to me. I'm thinking, all right, cool.
So he decides